B-26, the Marauder strikes, the combat board. Here is an image of your B-26. On it, you place external damage counters. For example, fuel leaks, main gear down, elevators inoperable, and the 5th superficial damage counter. Around it are clock positions where you place enemy fighters. For example, an FW-190A5. When it attacks from 6 high, you place it here, and when one attacks from 3 level, you place it right there. And here is a box for your fighter escort counters, your little friends. You may have area cover or close escort. You have good, poor, or fair close escort. You can also have close escort with forward support. Good or fair close escort with forward support. Here's an image with an internal view of your B-26 and your crew. As a toggler, you have a pilot, a co-pilot, a radio operator, a bombardier navigator, an engineer, and an armorer. You may choose if your engineer is a top turret gunner or tail gunner, and the armorer, a tail gunner or top turret gunner. Here I have the engineer as the top turret gunner and the armorer as the tail gunner. When you are a lead or deputy lead, you have a bombardier here and a navigator here. The radio operator and the bombardier navigator may move to man a machine gun. The radio operator to the waist and the bombardier navigator to the nose. The bombardier navigator is in the nose over the target as well. There are 2 fire extinguishers in the B-26, one in the cockpit and one in the waist. They are not used much because there are no oxygen fires. In the game there is no oxygen installed, but you have an option to fly missions with heat and oxygen installed. There can be hydraulic fluid fires, but if your fire extinguishers have been destroyed, you cannot put out a fire. The mission maps are no longer included in the game. They may be available later as add-ons or downloads, or as expansions. Instead, you have a zone and turn track indicator here. Each box here, zone 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, represents a zone on the map. Zone 0 is where your station is. In this case, you are stationed at one of the bases northeast of London. And it's zone 1, zone 2, zone 3, zone 4, and so on. Place your formation counter in zone 0, and if your target is in zone 3, place the target marker in zone 3. You take off and land in zone 0, then move your formation through each zone closer to the target, zone 1, 2, and then zone 3. In each zone you may encounter enemy fighters. There might be mechanical failures, random events. The weather might be very good, poor, bad, very bad. Your formation might be loose or tight. You may be off course, and when you are off course, flak might fire at you, and in the target zone you also have flak. And then you bomb the target, turn around, and return to zone 0. If you for some reason must stay an extra turn in, for example, zone 2, you move the formation counter to the extra turn box, finish all actions in the extra turn, then move to zone 1 and continue the mission into zone 0 where you land.